Have you ever looked up at the moon, that glowing companion in our night sky, and felt a sense of wonder? Maybe you've caught yourself imagining what it would be like to stand on its surface, to gaze back at Earth from a world so different from our own. For generations, people have stared at the moon and wondered what it would be like to live there, to call it home, to build a new chapter of humanity beyond our planet. Today, that dream is closer than ever before. The idea of humans living and working on the moon is no longer just a fantasy, it's becoming a real possibility. For centuries, the moon was a distant mystery, a place of legends and stories, unreachable and untouchable. But now, as of August 2025, we're preparing to return, not just to visit for a few days, but to build a lasting presence. This time, the goal is to stay, to create something permanent. Imagine building permanent homes, research labs, and entire communities on the moon's surface. Picture families, scientists, and explorers living and working together in a place once thought impossible to reach. It's thrilling, but the challenges are immense. No air to breathe, no water to drink, and wild temperature swings that would freeze or boil anything unprotected. The moon is beautiful, but it's also harsh and unforgiving. How do we create a safe, fair, and sustainable society in such a place? How do we ensure that everyone has what they need, and that life on the moon is not just possible, but thriving? The choices we make now, about technology, community, and values, will shape the future of lunar civilization for generations to come. This is our chance to design a new way of life from the ground up, smarter, more efficient, and more equitable than anything we've built on Earth so far. Picture a city where resources are managed perfectly, where nothing is wasted, and every drop of water and breath of air is recycled and reused. Imagine a society where every citizen has a direct say in how things run, where decisions are made together, and everyone's voice matters. This isn't science fiction. It's a future within reach if we dare to think big, work together, and embrace new ideas. In this essay, we'll explore a blueprint for a lunar city. Smart computer systems to keep everything running smoothly, a new kind of democracy that puts people first, and revolutionary construction methods that make building on the moon possible. Let's see how, together, we can turn that silvery orb in the sky into our next great home, a place where humanity can thrive, dream, and build a future beyond imagination. On the moon, every drop of water and watt of electricity is precious. Unlike Earth, there are no rivers to draw from or power grids to tap into. Every resource must be carefully managed, recycled, and preserved to ensure survival in this harsh, unforgiving environment. That's why we need a brilliant solution, the Automated Resource Management System, or ARMS. ARMS is not just a tool, but the very heart of a lunar city's survival strategy. ARMS acts as the city's AI-powered brain, seamlessly managing all essential resources, air, water, power, and more, across the entire lunar community. It's always on, always vigilant, and always learning. Sensors placed throughout the city constantly feed real-time data to ARMS, tracking oxygen, water, and energy use down to the last molecule. This network of sensors forms the city's digital nervous system, alerting ARMS to even the smallest changes. But ARMS does more than just monitor. It predicts and optimizes. Using advanced algorithms, it can anticipate needs before they arise, preventing shortages and waste. It learns patterns, like when energy use spikes during scientific experiments, or when water demand rises after exercise periods, and adjusts automatically, ensuring resources are always available when needed. ARMS recycles every possible drop of water and molecule of air, ensuring nothing is wasted. It turns yesterday's waste into tomorrow's lifeline, making sustainability a reality on the moon. By automating these vital tasks, ARMS frees humans to focus on what matters most: research, exploration, and building a thriving society. It takes care of the essentials so people can push the boundaries of discovery. It's a tireless city manager, working around the clock to keep everyone safe, healthy, and comfortable, no matter what challenges arise. With ARMS at the helm, a lunar city can truly thrive even in the harshest environment imaginable. It transforms the moon from a barren landscape into a place where life can flourish. This is the backbone of survival, and the key to a flourishing moon community. Without ARMS, none of this would be possible. The future of lunar life depends on systems like ARMS, which blend technology, intelligence, and sustainability into one seamless solution. It's how we make the impossible possible and how we turn dreams of living on the moon into reality. How does ARMS work day to day? Let's step inside a typical lunar morning and see how this system quietly shapes every moment of life on the moon. Picture sunrise on the moon. The landscape glows with a stark, otherworldly beauty, and a new day begins for lunar settlers. Solar panels soak up energy, and ARMS directs power to where it's needed most, charging batteries, lighting homes, running life support. Every watt is precious, and ARMS balances the flow, ensuring no system is left in the dark. Water is mined from lunar ice, purified and recycled endlessly. Even the tiniest drop is valuable in this harsh environment. ARMS manages the entire cycle, from mining to recycling moisture from the air and even astronauts' breath. It's a closed loop where nothing is wasted and every molecule is accounted for. Every liter is tracked, leaks are detected instantly, and nothing is wasted. ARMS can even predict when maintenance is needed, preventing problems before they start. This isn't just theory. NASA's space station already recycles most of its water. Decades of experience have paved the way for ARMS to take resource management to the next level. ARMS takes it further, managing resources for an entire city. It coordinates power, water, and air for hundreds, maybe thousands of people living and working together. On Earth, smart grids prevent blackouts. They keep our cities running smoothly, balancing supply and demand in real time. On the moon, ARMS prevents disaster. It's always on alert, ready to respond to any emergency, big or small. If a sensor detects a drop in oxygen, ARMS pinpoints the leak, seals off the area, reroutes air, and alerts engineers. Seconds matter, and ARMS acts instantly to protect lives. Emergencies become manageable tasks, not catastrophes. The system's calm efficiency means astronauts can focus on solutions, not panic. ARMS is proactive, not just reactive. It uses advanced AI to spot patterns, predict failures, and schedule repairs before anything breaks down. It's the difference between surviving and thriving on the moon. With ARMS, settlers can focus on exploration, science, and building a new world. With ARMS, lunar life is safer, smarter, and more resilient. Families can live, work, and dream under the lunar sky, knowing their needs are met. This is the future of city management, on the moon and beyond. ARMS is a blueprint for sustainable living wherever humanity goes next. ARMS is the silent guardian of lunar civilization. Day and night, it works behind the scenes, keeping everything running smoothly. It's how we make the moon home, a place not just to survive, but to truly live and build a future among the stars. Technology keeps us alive, but how do we make life fair and fulfilling? Governance matters as much as engineering. Traditional government is too slow for a small, high-stakes lunar colony. Enter direct democracy. Every citizen votes on major issues. In a community of hundreds, why not let everyone decide? Should we build a new lab or expand living quarters? Should we risk a mission to a distant crater? Direct democracy gives everyone a voice, fostering ownership and responsibility. Debates are open, votes are equal, and transparency is built in. This model is perfect for a close-knit, isolated community where cooperation is survival. It's not without challenges. People must be informed and engaged. But for big decisions, it's ideal. On the moon, democracy is direct, fair, and essential. For lunar democracy to work, it needs secure, transparent technology. No paper ballots. Every resident uses a secure digital device to vote. Proposals appear on a community platform with arguments for and against, and votes are counted using tamper-proof cryptography. Here's where ARMS and democracy connect. ARMS provides real-time data for every decision. Want to build a greenhouse? ARMS shows the energy, water, and materials needed, plus the benefits like more food and oxygen. Debates use hard data, not just opinions. Simulations show the impact of each choice. This transforms politics into collaborative problem-solving. Citizens guide the city's future, and ARMS ensures decisions are sustainable. It's a feedback loop. People vote, ARMS informs, and together they build a smarter society. This partnership between human values and AI creates a resilient, thriving moon community. Decisions are democratic, intelligent, and safe. This is government by the people, empowered by data. The moon's smartest city is also its fairest. Managing resources and governance is vital, but how do we actually build our city? Shipping materials from Earth is too expensive. The answer: use what's already on the moon. Enter three-dimensional printing. Lunar regolith, the moon's dusty surface, can be melted and printed into strong, durable structures. Robotic printers scoop up regolith, melt it with lasers or sunlight, and build layer by layer following digital blueprints. This method creates habitats, labs, and landing pads. No need to haul heavy materials from Earth. Only the printers themselves need to be shipped. The rest is built on site. Space agencies and companies are already testing this technology. 3D printing with local materials is the key to transforming the moon from barren rock to bustling outpost. It's how we build a city, one layer at a time. With arms, direct democracy and 3D printing, we can build more than a city. We can build a spaceport. The moon's low gravity makes it the perfect launch pad for exploring the solar system. 3D printers construct launch pads, hangars, and fuel depots, all from lunar materials. Water ice is mined and split into hydrogen and oxygen for rocket fuel. The spaceport becomes a hub for interplanetary travel. Rockets launch from the moon, not Earth, saving energy and cost. Arms manages logistics, fueling, and maintenance. Citizens vote on the spaceport's priorities. The moon becomes our gateway to the stars, with its people guiding humanity's next adventures. This is the launch pad for our future in space. The innovations we develop for the moon can transform life on Earth. Arms technology could manage water and energy in our cities, saving resources and fighting climate change. 3D printing with local materials could revolutionize construction. Affordable, sustainable housing built from local soil or recycled waste. These methods could help solve housing crises and rebuild after disasters. Direct democracy platforms could empower citizens to shape their communities, increasing engagement and trust. The moon is our laboratory for bold ideas, technological and social. By reaching for the stars, we find solutions for Earth. The future we build on the moon can inspire a better world at home. We've imagined a thriving lunar city. Arms managing resources, direct democracy shaping society, and 3D printing building our future. The return to the moon is happening now, but it needs more than engineers. It needs dreamers, artists, and thinkers. What would your lunar city look like? What art, sports, or culture would emerge under a distant Earth? This is your invitation. Imagine, question, and add your own ideas. Sketch a lunar habitat, write a story, or dream up new laws for a new world. The more voices, the richer our future becomes. The next giant leap is a collective journey. Whether you go to the moon or support from Earth. Next time you see the moon, see it as a canvas for humanity's next chapter. The universe is waiting. Let's go, together, dream big, the moon is just the beginning.